in 2008 and another in 2011 each found widespread problems with governance and accounting and conflicts of interest. I have addressed this before, and let me tell you, I know where all the bodies are buried in this place, the memo alleges, Kessel said. So that's what he said, supposedly. But then the Kessel's people came out and said that Kessel didn't say that. But Kessel never actually came out and said that he didn't say that. It was just his people, his face people, that came out and said it. But Mark Meadows really wanted those papers. He really wanted that information. But again, like I said, I really believe that has to do with the whole fact that it's still under investigation. But then even supposedly the FBI, according to Mark Meadows, he called the FBI, IRS. I think it was the IRS. Yeah, he called the IRS, and they said that the information wasn't even going to be helpful, and that they were looking at closing that investigation. That would be bullshit anyway. I mean, that would be really terrible. But supposedly there's a statute of limitations on some of that information, so we'll have to see where that goes. But the thing is like I've been alluding to before, like, this investigation has gone far away from a Russia investigation. They're just absolutely looking at everything that Trump, supposedly, just looking at his whole life, taking it apart piece by piece and trying to see if he messed up anywhere. And, Associated Press, they're kind of like, they just like tell you the bare honest truth, to be honest. Like, they tell you straight up, like, yeah, we know this is a conspiracy, and, a conspiracy against Trump, and now it's not just a Democrat conspiracy, but there's even, the neocons are showing their hand more, and they're freaking turning against Trump now. Now it seems like Trump is losing handle, but he's not really losing handle. I mean, I hope to God he's not. We voted for a strong president. I believe that's who's in office right now. But anyway, yeah, so they're talking about the funds, the campaign funds, the transition inauguration. This comes from an article, Scope of Investigations into Trump Has Shaped His Presidency. So, let's start from the beginning. Washington AP. Investigations now entangle Donald Trump's White House campaign, transition, inauguration, charity, and business. For Trump, and political and personal and deeply personal are all under examination, excuse me. And see, they tell you right there that they're getting into the nitty gritty. It's not about Russia anymore. We're just trying to look for flaws in the man, and then we're going to say this, that, and the other about him. I mean, what more do you need to know? And then they go on, and they're talking about the special counsel and everything, how they're doing their investigation, how it's been 20 years since there's been a special counsel called. And then they literally say that this, investigator is spinning out charges and strong-arming guilty pleas from underlings. So, like, what does it mean by strong-arming? I mean, is he literally, like, threatening families and saying, you're never going to see your family again and shit like that? Just trying to get them to plead guilty to something that they're not? Hello, Cohen. And now he's fucked himself, because now he's going to be in jail for, like, 3 years. But anyway, let's continue reading. Says the scope of this scrutiny has shaped Trump's presidency, providing a steady distraction from his governing agenda. See, that's an admission to what they're trying to do right now. I mean, they're going to try to say that, we have this investigation, we're going to impeach you because not only, has the investigation shown this, that, and the other, but, it's distracted you from your presidency. But that is so false, because he's done a lot of great things. I mean, he just signed a bill with a bunch of what was it for? It was for low-income cities and towns and helping the black community. He's being a great president. And like they're saying that it's actually distracting him. Actually, the funny thing is it's not even distracting him. He's still being a badass president. So anyway, it goes on. And it says, the intensity is certain to increase next year when Democrats assume control of the House and subpoena power that comes with it. See, that's what I was talking about in episode 6. Not everyone, because, like, I know I voted. I know several other people on the MAGA team voted. But obviously not enough, and now fucking Democrats have been handed subpoena power. So we're going to go on. And the funny thing is like, he's been asking for wall funds and all that. And, the Russia collusion investigation has blown money like nobody's business. I believe a recent report stated that for the past 4 months maybe has cost the US about $4.6 million. $4.6 million. Good God. If the Democrats really cared about people, if they really wanted to see, like, their agenda, put forward and help people supposedly with their things like food stamps and crap like that. If you really want to help people with that, you really need to stop spending money on things that don't need to be spent on. Because, there's no tie to Russia. Okay, and then let's and I'm going to have to make this a part 2. Part 1, because part 2, we're going to have to go into the whole fact how Russia has nothing to do with the information used to prevent Hillary Clinton from becoming president. So anyway, let's just keep looking at this article though, because it's freaking crazy. Again, we're looking at scope of investigation and Trump has shaped his presidency by AP. So, and then it goes on after we talked about, what I was talking about in episode 6. They say that he's watching copious amounts of freaking TV about the investigation, but I highly doubt that. He stays way too busy for that. He's getting things done. He literally is. So I highly doubt he's watching all this TV. And it says, almost midway through his term, Trump is struggling to deliver on his central campaign promises. He may end the year without a Republican-led Congress giving him the $5 billion he wants for a border wall. And see, they state as Congress because that puts together the Senate and the House. And that protects them from, the whole truth that the Senate will not give him the votes for the money. Yes, he can get it approved in the House right now. But like he's been saying, he needs those 10 votes. Just those 10 votes from the Democrat Senate. And he can get his wall funding. But they want to sit there and play games and say, no, that's not the problem. You can go ahead and get it passed in the House. But the thing is that they just want to like push it off and say no when it gets to the Senate. And Trump is not going to push anything forward unless he knows for sure it is going to go off without a hitch. And I do not blame him because that is just a waste of everyone's time. And it creates also a narrative that, damn, the Democrats really tried to help. But they're not. They're not. And we saw that last time where he was arguing with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Those two dingbats. And then, so let's go further with this article. Even if he had, it's unlikely that the new Democrat House majority would have much incentive to help a president weakened by investigations rack up wins as his own re-election campaign approaches. And see right there, they talk about it. They're revealing what their main game plan is. They're trying to make sure that he's not re-elected. That's the only thing they got in their sights right now, is to make sure he's not reelected. You know why? Because the Russian collusion thing is falling through. It's completely falling through. So now they're trying other tactics. They're trying impeachment. They're trying to make sure he's not reelected. I mean, it goes on in here, and the Democrats confess that they're going to get a political backlash if they, try to continue with impeachment. It says right here in the article, it says literally right here, they are expected to launch their own investigations and could pursue impeachment, though party leaders caution they could face a political backlash by taking that step. No, you'll be facing more than a political backlash. I'm telling you that right now. There's already a lot of people that are promising that civil war is going to start if Trump is impeached. And, I'm not saying that about me. I'm not saying about anybody I know. But I just pay attention to social media and I read things. So, they're going to try to take everything in 2020. That's their big game plan. I don't think it's going to succeed. But guys, we're coming to an end. And we're going to talk more about... Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about Congress's congressional PACs. And we're going to talk about how the Russian collusion is not Russian collusion, but is actually an American whistleblower that was killed because of the information he knew. Seth Rich, never forget. So, like I said, if you want to help us with our operation, guys, you gotta toss us a little change, you know what I mean? But look, it's not like you don't get anything out of it, right? Like, you get to listen to our wonderful podcast, right? But then, we also got t-shirts and hoodies. And we got t-shirts for girls, and we got t-shirts for guys. And our hoodies are unisex. And they come in all kinds of colors, not just black, white, and red. You have to, click into them to see the different colors. And so you can go to teespring.com/stores/high-societies. That's SOCIETYS-merch. Again, teespring.com/stores/high-societies. SOCIETYS-merch. Just go there. You can put in promo code. Hold on. It's pretty much Merry Christmas, but it's like messed up. Okay. So it's capital M, capital R, capital Y, capital C, capital H, capital R, capital I, capital S, capital T, capital M. Type that into the promo code slot and you'll get 8% off your purchase. Do it for the holidays, do it for your boo thing, whatever you got going on. Just come out, get you a t-shirt at our merch store. And that'll help fund our operation. It'll actually help us, grow further and give us more of an ability to do things that we want to do other than just, talk to you. We want to, do some real activism, So, go there, spend some money. But even if you don't have money to spend, totally understand that. Just share and like the podcast. That's all you gotta do. Share and like the podcast. But if you have some extra money laying around, it'd be really nice to just send it our way by buying a t-shirt or buying a hoodie. Again, guys, have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas. And I will see you tomorrow.